Right. That's us.
Yeah. Do you know what, right? Everybody listening here, welcome to the podcast, obviously, of course. I'm just back, so from the 1 month Lorraine Kelly hiatus. And basically, long story short, I had this episode prepared before I went off on my annual leave, but unfortunately files get corrupted, so we lost an episode. Great, go team.
Yay.
So this is, have you ever seen the Naomi Campbell interview? This is very inconvenient for me right now. So, but you know what though, it maybe nearly works out better, because I remember that day I think I was a wee bit like, definitely was on my period, I think, so I was a bit of like a flat balloon.
It was a lot of moaning and talking about Cher.
Very tone deaf, so it was talking about Cher, and it was
Essentially
just,
Cher.
Yeah, essentially. We'll get into that. So it just it's maybe a good thing, but we're all back. So we've got Kirstyn here, Kirstyn the Prodigy, and then producer Sean.
Hello.
So this is a family episode. Guys, a lot going on. So you obviously the big move has happened with yourselves.
Yeah, so this is the last ever recording in this studio.
In this studio, we're going to be moving.
So yeah,
Moving.
after this
We're
recording
city
today,
girls.
we're city girls officially from.
So moving city side, catch us outside Belfast. I was about to say, what's that called? Belfast House? No. Belfast City Hall.
Belfast House.
Belfast House. But so we're moving into the city, so it's going to be great. Loads of big things happening. July is going to be a big month. I'm not going anywhere. EasyJet is banned, blocked. The app is deleted. I am going to have a ball and chain on my foot, and I am going to be in the region of the north of Ireland for the remainder. And hold me accountable to that.
See the way people need to delete like Tinder and Grindr and all off their phone.
EasyJet and Ryanair, honestly. But you know what though? After I came back from Italy, I was kind of mortified. I was like, how the fuck do I even say I'm away? Like, I was like literally 24 hours and you're away again. And it's just becoming a wee bit like out of touch. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, right, this is a joke now. And somebody actually wrote to me being like, you're hardly fucking serious. I was just sitting in the lager bar. I was like, okay. Shit.
So what were you away for in Marbella?
So it was my friend's birthday. So just as a disclaimer, I had everything planned and I have been saving. So don't be thinking this is a very unattainable lifestyle. Like, I'm paying the price right now. So we are really well and truly back. But it was my friend's birthday. And I mentioned this, I think, in the last episode. So we'll re-mention this again. For context, my friend Shola, she got us tickets for the Sugar Babes, right, about 2 years ago. But I was dating an Indian American guy, right? Great guy. This was about maybe like 2 years ago. And he was coming from America over to Northern Ireland. He was like, I'm going to be in Northern Ireland. Would really love to meet up. But whenever he was there, it was the day of the Sugar Babes. So what did I do? I cancelled the Sugar Babes. So do you know the saying, like, chicks before dicks?
Yeah.
Other way?
Yeah, so hold me accountable. So, of course, she's...
You never cancel on the Sugar Babes, do you?
No, and not only that, they're spending time with your friends. So number one, this is for anybody listening, never put a boy before a friend. Never, right? Friends always come first. As the Spice Girls say, friendship never ends. But also, like, Sugar Babes, like, I'm obviously not seeing the guy anymore, like, you know...
Yeah, that's once in a lifetime.
Yeah, that was once in a lifetime. So she's never let me live it down.
So this was
her birthday party. Yeah, so this was her big birthday party in Marbella. So if I had said no, I would have been looking like, do you know, like the flaker friend?
Yeah.
Do you have a flaker friend, Kirstyn?
I'm not going to... No.
Right? All your friends show up, pull up in the Sri Lanka.
Now we're a very small group.
Yeah.
There's literally like 4 of us. But we're always there.
You're always there.
I couldn't tell you the last time we've seen each other.
Right.
But we're always like a text away.
So if there's something's happening, everybody shows up, right? Sean, your circle?
I've got a couple.
Yeah. But I mean flakers, you know, the people that they say they're, I know rightly anybody listening, you have one friend in the group that's like this. They're like, yeah. And you know they're going to pull out.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's me.
Is it you?
If you don't know who your flaker friend is, it's you.
It must be you. So if you're listening to this right now and you're like, God, I can't think of anybody, it is you. We're here to tell you this right now. You are that friend. You're the flaker. And I think I have been a wee bit flaky sometimes. Like sometimes I'm like, oh no, I have something on, or like I can't be bothered, or
yeah.
Sometimes you could just stick me on a 99.
Yeah, I love flake. Stop. But so this is why I felt like I was on my third strike, so I had to go.
You had to go.
But also wanted to go, so we had a great time. But Italy, so as a recap, Italy, beautiful, very much like Airbnb vibes. Literally, I was put through a shift. So that was me and my boyfriend. We were away, but because it was an Airbnb, like so everything's self-cooking, we were like in the asshole of nowhere. So it was a holiday, but it was also Bear Grylls-esque. Do you know what I mean? Like 6
So did you have to do like housewife energy?
Kind of Real Housewives of Italy, yeah. But it wasn't given Real Housewives. It was given the olden days before the feminist movement, where I was in the kitchen, yeah. But in fairness now, while I was in the kitchen, he was like on the barbecue.
Yeah. All right,
so he was doing barbecue duty. So he was doing the meats, and then I was doing the spuds. But I'm not gonna lie, I've never done spuds in my life. So that was my first time. I was like, yeah, I can do it. I was like, oh my God, like stop it. Like I felt like I was being audited, like housewife, like boot camp. Like, is this relationship?
Are you wifey material?
Yeah. Like, is this relationship going to move to the next stage, or is Jared going to have to be left behind because he doesn't actually have practical life skills? Do you know what I mean? So, quick Google, and I'm now qualified. I can make spuds. Yes. Clap, yes.
Well done, you can make a spud, Gerry.
Fuck you. So I know, maybe I don't need, maybe that doesn't need validation, does it? No, everybody can do that. Yeah.
I near chopped my thumb off. And spuds the other day.
Oh, really?
So I can't even talk.
Really, it is hard. No, it's not. It's not.
We're getting into dangerous territory. We might need to suspiciously delete this part again.
But how long? You see, come day 3, day 4, I was putting parsley in, a wee bit of butter, chopping up a garlic and putting the garlic in, mixing it round, giving it a good mash. Kind of mashy boiled potatoes. It wasn't mashed, but it wasn't boiled.
Was it kind of in the middle?
The potatoes were boiled, but you know what I mean? Anyway, look, so... And then, you have to clean your own place. So that was a bit more Bear Grylls. It wasn't actually...
God forbid.
You can tell
in the middle of Italy, peeling his own spuds.
Watching his own pieces.
Oh my God, her Bear Grylls.
I think I've just come in here and I'm being annihilated. I'm so out of touch.
Imagine.
Honestly, I've been in the sky too long. I swear, I'm with the birds. I really am at this point in that fucking plane. I swear.
Oh, fuck.
I know. But you know the way in a holiday, say all inclusive, you wake up, you go to the buffet. It wasn't that type of holiday.
Yeah.
What was good about it was you were still in a routine. So up in the morning, we go for a morning walk or a morning run, doing the breakfast, the lunch, the dinner, going to the beach. Very wholesome, very nice, very relaxing, beautiful time away. And then Marbella was the switch up. So Marbella was like, have you been to Marbella before?
No.
I wouldn't recommend.
Really?
Yeah, swear.
Here, but the place you stayed?
Oh my God, unbelievable. Oh my God, unbelievable. It was, but we got really good deal. We got that for, nearly should feel like putting the link underneath this podcast episode for like £250 each, like literally like a fucking big fuck off apartment. It was massive. Class. Big balcony, so much space. It was amazing. Like sometimes when you look nearly, instead of going for the hotel option, like
you're
go
probably
for
better going something
an
like
apartment, it's so much cheaper. But yeah, so we went, but Marbella, anybody listening, Marbella and Ibiza is always that kind of argument of like, for party holidays, you're either a Marbella person or you're an Ibiza person. And I've always been like an Ibiza person through and through. But I can still do the likes of them holidays. But what I will say is it's just so fucking pretentious. And not even like...
So it's bougie, Ibiza?
Yeah.
But the thing is, Ibiza now has got so bougie. Well, so you can... But also it's fun. So it's kind of more like, say, like... Ibiza's more lottery winners. Marbella's more
old money,
but like stiff as a like a stick up their ass. Like they're just, it's not a vibe.
Snobby.
So everything's very like service is shit in restaurants. It's very overpriced. Shitty bars charging €20 for a drink, and it's like, hold on a minute, this isn't fucking Ushuaia, wind your neck in. Ferraris, old men with young girls getting out. Very all that like Escort Island, I would say. It's good for the girls. If you're a girl listening, no, go.
Yeah.
So this was the part, and like honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not gonna blow my own trumpet. I always do kind of like thrive in like the likes of Ibiza, cowboy hat, hot pants.
Yeah.
Way I go, like I've been in, you know, behind DJ booths, like, you know, at Marbella. No, it was my flop era. Girls all getting in for free. I'm having to pay in because I'm a boy. It's very that way.
Lost his touch.
I didn't have it yet. And then you kind of, Marbella would be a wee bit more, not homophobic, but like, it's not vibrant.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I'm wearing like a fucking Grandis shirt and a pair of fucking chino trousers, which like, if you know me, like I would fucking never. But like, you know, I'm not going to come walking down this strip, you know.
Your hot pants.
And the hot pants. You know, so
Nicole actually showed me like it's like the outfit, and you were like
a granda.
You were like, this is the straightest outfit or something I've ever, and it was a sparkly like felt shirt.
Do you think? Well, straight for me, like that was because that was the thing. People were still clocking it.
It was like those curtains. Like.
Yeah, right. I like the silk shirt. I thought that was very Marbella. No, like macho man. No, right, maybe not. Never mind. River Island man, a straight man, River Island spec.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? But but girls going. If you're a group of girls, like I think girls will love it because girls get in for free everywhere. Boys are all over them. You know, free drink, all that kind of malarkey. So that's why I call it like Escort Island, even though it's not an island. I only learnt this. I thought we were on an island, but we're not. So Malaga is down in the bottom of Spain.
Yeah.
So yeah, we learned a lot. But then we went doing. I always love going around cathedrals.
Yes, I
love that. Do you love that?
Yeah.
I'm more into cultural Spain than like westernized British culture stamp fuckboy Palm Angels.
No, I get you.
Vibe. Do you know?
I like the culture.
And it was just like like BBLs everywhere, which I love a BBL, but you know it's it was very the only way is Essex.
Yeah.
I always get that vibe anyway.
Yeah,
from it, I think.
very is that. Like,
it's very like Range Rover on finance.
Very that, and that was the thing because then I've been to Dubai, right? And Dubai's the same vibe, the same kind of sexism, the same girls get in for free. Like, you know, you're not gonna the Middle East, like you're not gonna wear certain outfits in Dubai. But Dubai, I found, was more fun because it's more like, it's this, as the saying goes, money talks, wealth whispers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I feel like successful people don't shout about it, but they're more fun, they're more approachable, they're friendly, they're humble, they're modest, they're down to earth, they're up for the crack. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, people that are like flashing the cash are obnoxious, but they're the ones, you know.
They're holding this persona.
Yeah, it's all about their image. And I find that just so boring.
Yeah.
It just didn't stimulate me. But we had the best crack as a group, though. So I think no matter where you go, if you've got a good group of people with you,
I agree.
You can have the best crack. And then, so you were saying there earlier, Kirstyn, you're going away on holidays.
Yes.
So you're going to get yourself a wee GoPro, because where are you going?
We're going to the Maldives.
Yes, and then tell us, so what's the plan? So Kirstyn's planning to recreate Jaws, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, so hit us with it.
So we have booked the Maldives for January.
Right.
So I have this thing from when I was a child, I want to swim with sharks.
Right, so you're not afraid of sharks?
No, but this is the thing. I guarantee you, I'm going to get in there and think I'm like, as you said, the Little Mermaid, in touch with my like sea creature soul. And it'll be me flopping about, looking like I belong in the ocean.
Right.
Rather than being this majestic creature.
No, you'll be majestic, Kirstyn. No, you will.
I don't think
No, you will.
Would you, so you like...
Anybody that works in Avoca is majestic.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a flag.
Would you go to wee dolphin shows and stuff? And
No.
Oh, no. Sean,
is that like not it?
No.
No.
I would never, like, I would say,
No.
you can never get me to SeaWorld.
Dolphin shows are cancelled.
Yeah, you would never get me to SeaWorld or anything like that. I hate all that.
No.
But I've always wanted, this is the thing, it's a really crazy thing I have, but I've always wanted to get in a cage and watch great white sharks. I don't know what it is.
Right, okay.
I don't know why.
But that's just you going into a cage in their natural habitat, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the ocean.
Yeah, but then you have this, you do have the fear that it's going to come in and eat you and go,
right.
And you're done.
So are you going to get into that cage?
No, these are like wee sharks that you can swim with.
Oh,
these
right.
Ones are
oh,
fine.
yes. Like,
do you ever see the wee TikToks?
Are they like nurse sharks or something?
They like push them away with their wee nose and all. It's pure class.
Really? Is it not a nurse shark? Is that the name?
I don't know. They're really cute. They look
But
stupid,
apparently, though, sharks don't actually... They don't like the taste of humans.
Apparently, they mistake. Now, I could be completely wrong. Again, I'm not Bear Grylls here. I'm not David Attenborough.
Well, I was.
But apparently, it's because we look like seals when we're in the water. So that's why. But if you think about it, that's so logical. Like, we're flopping about. No? Nobody agree here?
I'm trying to. The only seal that I know looks like a seal is seal. Do you know what I mean? I think it's called that for a reason.
No, then.
Do you think?
I don't know. I think I read that somewhere, but again, I'm not David Attenborough.
So you think they think we're seals and that's why they eat us?
I think
but then
maybe.
also, it's like when you think about it, why would we be in there? Like, so they don't necessarily know.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
sort of.
Like, say, like on land, we're sharing land with like so many different animals.
Yeah. Like,
But
you
the
go into
sea's
the
all
sea,
sea creatures.
and you
So
have
if
to
I'm in
remember,
there,
like, there's only 10% of the sea that's been discovered.
discovered, that scares
Do you know
me.
what I mean? You don't know what's lurking down there.
I know, because I only discovered what a sea urchin was whenever I was in Italy.
What is sea urchin?
It's like
like
a
a
spiky
wee
thing.
Thing, and it
You can stand on it. It can really hurt your feet.
and you can die. I think you can die. If
You can
stand on
die,
it.
yeah.
Oh fuck!
You can die. It's
I remember we done like the one of those like wee boats in Turkey.
right.
No, like, and I remember like part of the way that they advertised it to us was that you can swim in shark infested waters,
Right.
and like so like we dove in, didn't see one shark, like,
Really?
but also didn't know if I actually wanted to or not. But
Oh, I'd love to see a shark.
Yeah, yeah.
I would
don't know
love
what it is
to.
about them.
also done like a wee boat ride in Gran Canaria to see dolphins and didn't see any dolphins. So I don't know
Really?
whether I'm just really gullible.
I've always wanted to see the basking sharks in our sea. Do you ever think, and it looks like it's going to eat you, but it's actually not. It's
What-
like
what's
the big
this?
basking sharks.
Oh, I haven't seen them.
Oh my God, Gerry.
See, I love a good
massive.
hammerhead shark. Do you know what I mean? No. But they're
It's
unique.
just such a random shark.
This
But then
is-
also I do love the classic, like the great white.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see a great white shark.
This is giving me like 2 7-year-olds like
Like talking about like their
their favorite shark.
their favourite shark.
I like this shark.
Me and
because-
Kirstyn sitting on a beanbag at W5 talking about which animal do you love? And are you going to do it though?
Yeah.
Right?
No, 100%.
Would you be terrified at the time, do you think?
I don't know, because like when I went to Turkey and all, like years ago, I was the first one to jump in. I love,
Really?
yeah. Anything,
And have you ever
like,
swam with dolphins or anything like that?
Probably when I was a child.
Child, yeah.
But I always love doing something a bit spontaneous.
I'm the same. Would you jump out of a plane?
I would love to.
Really? Oh,
I would
no.
love to. I would love to.
Oh, I couldn't. I would love to be able to do it. If I'd done it for like charity or something, it'd be a really, really, really big deal. That's my biggest fear, is jumping out of a plane.
I would love to.
Which is kind of funny because I'm jumping out of planes all the
you're-
time. But I'm like, get the stairs on Swissport. Like, actually jumping out from the sky. No, I don't know.
I think I would do that sooner than I would do a hot air balloon. I don't like hot air balloons.
Really? Well, I actually
Really?
seen there's a girl, Kyra May, on TikTok. She was in Marrakesh, I think. Isn't that where all the big hot air
Yes,
balloons are? And
yeah.
I think it went horribly wrong. There was something.
God.
Or
See?
maybe I only watched the first 5 seconds of the TikTok. Maybe it didn't go wrong, but it can go wrong. But a hot air balloon scares me.
Yeah.
You can get them in Turkey as well. There's like a place.
Yeah. Marrakesh.
Yeah. Is that in
No.
Is Marrakesh not in
No, I
Turkey?
don't think so.
That's in Morocco.
Where's that? Morocco is the country?
Yes.
What continent? Africa? No?
Africa.
Yeah. Okay, right. I knew something there. I get a point. What do you call it? Hot air balloons would terrify me, but the jumping out of a plane, I don't know why. Do you ever watch I'm a Celebrity?
Yes,
Whenever I cry my
that's-
eyes
oh
out
my
whenever
God,
they're
no, I
jumping out
would
of the
be-
plane.
I don't have like.
Could you swim with sharks though?
Me?
Well, no, Kirstyn can. She's ready to do
I'm
it.
ready to go. Like.
Oh, do that cage thing? I
I'd
no.
love to. Oh my
I don't
God.
think I would want to.
Really?
If I was on Fear Factor or something, maybe.
Right.
You
If you
know
had to
what I
be
mean?
reincarnated as an animal, what would you be?
Shark.
Would you be really?
I saw it. Oh, she is
You
so
are
weird.
You are like shark
love sharks. I
obsessed.
just love sharks.
Shark girl.
Shark girl.
Yeah.
I know something that can fly. I'd love to
Yeah.
fly.
Yeah.
Like a bird.
I'd love to be like,
Is it a bird?
yeah,
Is it a
like a
plane?
bird.
Like
Like a flamingo can
they fly?
They can fly a bit. They can get off the ground.
Yeah, something like that. Like an eagle or something.
Maybe or a hawk.
A parrot.
A parrot?
What?
Or a parakeet or something. You know what I mean?
But parrots,
because they're all nice.
But then parrots get caged in. They don't get to live life in the wild.
I'd be a wee like free one.
Would you
Brazil.
rather, if you were an animal, this is going to sound so toxic, if you were like a parrot, say, so if that's what you want to be, would you rather be in the wild or would you rather be a pet? What do you do? Like, we don't know what animals think. Like, would you rather be a pet or would you rather be?
I think you would rather be in the wild.
I think so.
But if I was a cat or a dog, I would want to be a pet.
Yeah.
Because I think I look at my cats all the time and I go like, would you prefer to not be my pet?
No harm.
And I don't think they would.
My
I think they
dog
love
would
it.
But then do you think like cats and dogs don't know how, like do they have mammal instinct? So do you,
Yeah.
I don't, because like my French bulldog hasn't a brain cell.
Really?
Like he couldn't
Really?
survive outside that door.
Really?
And no harm. My partner feeds him like sirloin steak and
Yeah,
everything. He's living the life of fucking luxury. The mom wouldn't even cook me a fucking sirloin, but then he'd cook a dog a sirloin.
Kirstyn, I swear to fuck, I'm not buying that you're from West anymore. The more I hear about it. What is your way in eat again? Feta cheese and fucking goat's cheese.
Oh, actually, that's
at the nursery.
Yeah.
The dog's getting sirloin.
Yeah, but I'm
I
not
swear,
getting sirloin.
a fucking avoca pays.
It gives you a taste for the finer.
Honestly, if you want to live that finesse life, guys, get a job in fucking avoca, clearly. Honest to God, me and Sean's, we haven't grasped the concept of life yet. But yes, to be honest, this episode's just very much like a chat and shit kind of one. I don't really have anything planned either.
I'm thinking of booking another holiday.
Oh, right,
myself,
okay.
actually. Because I'm going away Lanzarote in end of August, but
Right.
I don't know. I'm being very like spontaneous.
Spontaneous, right? Good. We love that.
I'm
Yeah.
going like I'm just every time I go in the friggin' one of the shopping centres and I'm seeing these last minute ones.
Deals, yeah.
I'm going.
I think they're always the best ones as well.
Yeah.
I'm going like I might just go for it.
And where is it you're thinking of going?
I might do Paris
I loved
sometime
Paris.
in July.
I loved Paris.
Loved Paris as well.
And then it means maybe we can bring Liam with us and do a wee Disneyland day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, stop it. No, Disneyland, I think, is about an hour outside Paris, isn't it? Yeah.
I think on the
Yeah.
train it's only about an hour.
Yeah.
Now we didn't. The last time we were in Paris, we didn't. It was just me and my partner.
Yeah.
It was just me and Paul, and
Yeah.
I loved it. Like.
I loved it. I
love
love
Paris.
Paris. But the French are kind of, I don't think they love us.
No.
Sure they don't.
Oh, did you see all the stuff in Barcelona?
Barcelona, yeah. Barcelona
God.
hates tourism. I think they were
Really?
they were going after people with like water guns.
Yeah.
Wasn't that right? Yeah.
And they were like throwing water balloons at people coming out of their hotels and all.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I think it's around that time Barcelona has like those big festivals like Primavera and stuff.
Yeah.
So like that is massive. And I think there's just such a big, massive influx of people. And it's already like such a big tourist hotspot that it just probably feels overcrowded. But
yeah.
I don't know. Sort of feels like an overreaction to me.
I know, because then this is the part. It's like, do countries not need tourism? It's not help with the economy, and you know, but Spain especially just hate tourism. There's like this has been going for a couple of years, I think, at least.
Yeah.
But Barcelona specifically, which is kind of funny because I'm planning to go to Barcelona in August. But I don't know about that one yet, so we'll see. We'll see how this all unfolds. I always seem to go where danger is. Yeah, because literally, because whenever I was going to Italy, the volcanoes.
Oh, no,
was there
volcanoes? No, yes, there was a volcanic eruption. Yes, not near me though, but like.
But you could have been like the frozen man of.
Could have been like
Pompeii.
lava girl. Yeah, I could have been a lava lamp.
Fuck.
Lava
lamp.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
What were some of the towns that you went to in Italy?
So Puglia, Ostini, and I can't remember the rest. Oh, Matera. Matera, anybody listening? Matera. So very like I'm talking. There was no tourism. Like this was
Sometimes
like
I prefer that.
This was like authentic Italy.
Yeah, because you went down like south. of
Yeah,
Italy.
the south. Yeah, so it was all very, very, very like
Old school.
like no English menus. You know, very
Class.
But then I love that though, because you're really actually experiencing the authentic culture. Do you know what I mean? But it's funny though, because my taste buds, I used to always be like a Miami, Vegas, like Dubai. Like looking back, I realized I used to be very pretentious as a person, which is not really a nice thing to admit about yourself. And I think ever since hitting 30, I just think the things I once maybe would have enjoyed or thought was cool or thought was this or that or whatever, I just don't really rate anymore. And I would rather go somewhere that's so cultural and actually do it on the cheap, or, you know, cook a dinner or do this, than do the, you know...
the whole tourist.
I'm more about the simple things now than like the grandness of it all. But I was going to buy a Louis Vuitton bag.
He snapped out of that pretty quickly.
I am very like hot and cold. I don't know. I'm on the spectrum somewhere, right? Anyway, listen, but I couldn't do a Kirstyn. I thought of you whenever I was in the shop, though, from the last episode. Remember, guys, when we were talking about the fakes in Dubai Mall and all that there, seeing this gorgeous Louis Vuitton luggage bag.
It was you all over
it. Wasn't it? With the cherries on it.
So you.
But I just couldn't justify it.
Get it on Haku for the cheap.
I know. This is it. Because to me,
it's a green shop.
But there are a lot. Where'd you say?
Get a green shop.
Stop. I just couldn't justify it. Because it's like, it's just a lot of money for a bag, isn't it? It's a lot
of money, like, it really is.
But there's some people though that like invest in that type of stuff. Do you know, like antiques?
Yeah.
But like, I don't think that's me.
It's definitely not me. I'd have that. I would be afraid to take it out.
Yeah, but but you see window shopping around it all. Oh my God, I had a ball. And like, I did waste like the sales. I was like, hello, like, and how much is this? And how much? Right, okay. I was thinking, bitsy. Yeah, and then it was like, I'm not buying shit.
See you later.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, you're the person that goes into like the car dealership.
Yeah,
gets
I'm a tire kicker. Yeah.
Yeah.
God love it, but they likely could tell by my fucking sheen get up. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't think I was given like, you know, like Monte Carlo. But what was I going to say there though about it? But you know though, it's the first time I've ever seen something say like that where I fell in love with it. Like it was just so like on brand with the cherries. So I think if you want something bad enough, if it's still in your mind 6 months down the line, and right now this is me, no more holidays, head down, work graft.
Apart from Barcelona,
apart from potentially Barcelona in August, which I don't know what's going to happen. Like, you look, I say everybody around here will be coming at me with water guns. It's becoming a joke. But no, because I really want to live shows, things like that. I really want to get things moving with here, and especially when we're moving into the city. We're moving into the city now, so loads of big plans. Mm-hmm. But I actually have a message that I haven't opened, right? So Sean, you'll love this. So Kirstyn, this is from our Bridget Jones, basically as a guest in this podcast, and
our ghostwriter.
So right, so let's do do you do a recap, Sean, of like for anybody listening that's new to this? Just explain this individual, okay? And then I'll get the message up here.
So part one was an introduction to the world of Bridget Jones, ghostwriter of the Pop My Cherry podcast, where we were introduced to the pajama wearing cowboy who invited Bridget Jones on a date to his house.
Yes.
And he got her to put logs in the fire, was like
manual labor.
Yeah, and was like getting her to make him drinks and all, like was just very like way too over comfortable. Says he wanted to fuck her in a tent.
Fuck, escalated.
Like but it was and then invited her back for a part 2. And it was a whole big scenario,
right?
But the way that this Bridget, we'll call her. I think we'll call her Bridget Jones, because we give everybody a name: Prodigy, Kirstyn, producer Sean, Bridget Jones. So yes, right, that's a bit of context. So Kirstyn, right, you're familiar with her, yeah?
Yes,
so we're giving everybody a name. The name's now Bridget Jones, okay? So we have got an update from Bridget. She has moved on.
I'm so excited.
But this is another plot twist. So we've got a message in. But first, we're going to hear from this week's episode sponsor, which is Millie's. Stay tuned, because we're going to find out this is a very, very, very juicy dating dilemma. Yes, guys, so shout out to our sponsor for this week's episode, which is Millie's Gastro Pub, based in Dunmurray. We give them a mention last week, but Millie's live, everything going on. Sean, we love a tribute.
We do indeed.
Love a tribute. So they have coming up, they've got Amy Winehouse, a tribute on the 4th of July. Celine Dion is going to be in Millie's on the 1st of August. So she's making a comeback.
I love you, buddy.
Yeah. Stop. Madonna is going to be there on the 29th of August. And then the 19th of September, Pink. Now, we were saying last week, like, I just don't know how Pink's going to do it.
Yeah.
Do you think the harness will be there or not? Like, do you think she'll be like flying around the room? Do you know what I mean?
Gonna take rope.
It'll be a clothesline.
Yeah, 100%. I think so. But like, the only way you're going to find out on the 19th of September is by getting a ticket. So we're going to leave a link in the description section of this episode, and this is the best part of it. If you use our discount code popmycherry, you get buy one get one free. The deals have been good this month. Yeah, so with the Balmoral, for the first 2 episodes we had, it was 50% off. It was half price. And for Millie's, for their live events, we have got buy one get one free. But it is such a gorgeous pub. It's got a big refurb. I done karaoke in it. You've got the locals, all lovely, nice warm pub. If you want a bit of pub grub, if you're wanting a wee quiet drink, or if you are wanting to go and check out any of these live events, I do love, like, you see, like tacky nights, like tribute nights, karaoke nights. That's my vibe. Not Marbella. Like, this is my vibe.
I love a karaoke
My
night.
favourite night of the year, my big, like, going out night of the year is, like, the Feel It 80s night.
Yes. Oh my God.
I love it.
Stop it.
Like, going and see, like, an ABBA tribute band.
I love.
Like, that's the vibe.
that,
Like, who wants to see the real thing? I'd rather see, like, you know, somebody from, like, I don't know,
Beachman.
Yeah, do it with a wig on from Elliot's, you know, lip syncing. Far better. But look, guys, make sure to check that out. There'll be more information on their website. The link's going to be there below. And I think they could announce Essentially Share.
Woo!
So I think, yes, I don't know what date that is. Do we know?
I don't know.
I'm not too sure, but it'll be in the link.
This is hilarious. We'll give them
breaking news.
We'll give them some context.
We'll have to give context for this, because when we recorded the last episode and we were doing this ad read, we
went in length about Essentially Share. About how much we think is great.
Yeah. So Sean's a big, massive Essentially Share fan.
I would never have guessed.
Do you know Essentially Share?
No,
so you know Cher?
Yes.
Right, well, Essentially Cher is like the Cher #1 tribute act. Not Chad Michaels.
Not Chad Michaels.
Essentially Cher.
It's Essentially Cher.
Yeah.
And
so we done this big,
and we were saying that
we were like nearly petitioning for Millie's
to get it, and the episode never aired because
nobody's
I
ever
went
seen this
fucking
episode.
lost it. And then
File
next
corrupted.
minute I went on the Millie's website and screenshot it, because the first thing comes up is like Essentially Cher.
Yeah. So Essentially Cher has got the booking, booked and busy. Mama is going to be doing the gig. I don't know when.
I like to think we manifested that, Gerry.
We manifested it, because literally nobody has ever seen this episode. And Millie's never seen it. It never darkened a day of light. And then we just spoke it, and then it went into the universe. The next thing, who's booked going to Millie's in Dunmurray? Essentially Cher. So shout out to Essentially Cher, doing the essential job of being Cher. Essentially. We do love her, don't we?
That's all we do.
We do. No, big thanks to Millie's for sponsoring this episode, and the link below. Look, honestly, I'm in the mood for a tribute night. And that's where we went wrong. And there was only 2 of us in the Marbella group, right? That was like over 30. So very over 30s in the X Factor. And everybody else wanted to go to, you know, like the bougie clubs, right? Where all the footballers and all would be. And we were like, can we not just go to Sinatra's, like, which is like a karaoke bar?
That'd be my vibe.
Or Joy's, like the live, they do like tribute acts and stuff. But, you know, once you're over the 30 hill, we love a good tribute act and a karaoke night. A night out's meant to be cheesy and fun and fabulous and flamboyant, and you will get that at Millie's in Dunmurray. And make sure to use the code popmycherry. That will get you the discount, buy one get one free. So you and your bestie can be going to see Essentially Cher or Amy Winehouse, Madonna, Pink, or was Kylie Minogue? No, I don't know.
No.
We'll put that into the universe. We need Kylie Minogue. So Millie's, do your work. We're putting it out there. We need a Kylie Minogue tribute. Is there anybody else? Who would you love to see as a tribute act?
I love the one that comes to the Empire every year, and it's like Elvana. So it's a Nirvana tribute act, but like
but Elvis.
But Elvis.
Oh my God.
It's like a guy being Elvis doing Nirvana.
So dressed as Elvis, but singing Nirvana?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Which is quirky.
Is that Elvis or is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, right, okay.
But...
Here, do you know Elvis is actually really good? Like, have you ever seen him?
Yeah, I've met him a few times.
No, yeah, I've seen it. No, I literally was walking through Belfast and I actually stopped for a minute. I was like, fuck, it's actually a really good Elvis impersonation. I thought it was unreal.
Fair play to him.
Yeah.
Jordan
takes
would love to get him on.
He goes between identifying as Jordan and identifying as Elvis.
Yeah.
Right.
So there was a period of time where
Jordan is in Kitty Pryde?
No, as in his name is Jordan.
Oh right, he's Jordan, right. Okay.
So like I remember he done a podcast one time
as Jordan
in the studio. No, as Elvis, and they kept they were saying, so Jordan, when did you get into it? And he was like, it's Elvis, it's not Jordan.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
right, okay.
So but then recently I saw he's like he was like releasing music as Jordan.
Oh my God. Right.
And so I don't know. And then he went and he tried to outsource himself. He went to Liverpool, I think.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I see.
He moved to Liverpool to try and bring Elvis international. But as we know, like the real Elvis, he's not meant to leave the country.
Why? What do you mean?
Do you know that about Elvis? Did you ever watch the movie?
No, I never watched it.
So Elvis actually was never played a concert outside of the US.
Really?
Yeah, and do you know why? It was because his manager was actually
in government.
No, he was illegal. So he was in the in
right.
America illegally.
Oh my God.
So
right.
He put all this Elvis kept going, can I
go here,
go there, and he was going, no, you don't want to go to the European tour, you don't want to go to Japan or whatever, because if you go there, it's not worth the money and blah blah. And he put all these barriers up in place.
Oh my God.
And prevented him from going anywhere because he knew if he went with him, people would find out that he.
Oh my God.
And he wouldn't get back in the country.
Oh my God.
Because he didn't have a passport.
Fuck.
So Elvis never came to the UK. Never.
Oh my God.
Well,
this was a very interesting ad read. We've got an Elvis exclusive, a Gelvis exclusive. Essentially, Cher is going to be coming to Millie's and Dunmurry. I'm just bringing it back to the ad read, Sean.
We'll just make this continue into the episode.
Yeah, we got to get Sean polished up in the QVCs. Remember the time you maybe mentioned Gillette or some sort of hairspray while Booties was sponsored? Anyway, look, Mama, you need media training. But look, shout out to Millie's for sponsoring this episode, but we're going to hear from our very own Bridget Jones. Buckle up, guys, because this story is fucking juicy. Okay, so thanks, guys. Thanks, Millie's. Fuck, keep it in. I'm so rusty today, you don't even understand. Thank God that we have this. This episode's been do you know what I mean? I'm only off the plane. Do you know what I mean?
The hangover episode?
The hangover episode. But look, we have got this message from Bridget Jones. I have been saving it, so I haven't clicked into it. It looks to be Bridget Jones, our very own Bridget, has moved on. So moved on from the Campfire Cowboy, is now back in the dating market, back in the scene, looking for love, and has always got her feather pen ready. Because we know this bitch is doing it for the plot as well.
I'm imagining, what does the book look like that she's writing into?
Oh,
it's a
very Bridgerton vibes, Lady Whistledown vibes.
Oh, it's leather bound.
I just imagine leather bound red. This fluffy pen.
But then I also just imagine it's a pile of loose pages. Do you know what I mean? Quickly hide
parchment paper.
Yeah, with a paperweight.
Yeah, and she's got a quill.
Yeah,
dips into a yank.
Oh, very
feather pen.
No, I'm also imagining pink feathery book that you get
Claire's accessories vibes. Yeah, do you think
bargain books are the works?
Oh,
right,
yes.
okay.
You get it's
groovy check bed sheet, Playboy cushion, NSYNC poster on the wall, lying on her chest on the bed with her legs up in the air.
Yes.
Dear Diary vibes.
Yes.
And got her hair in pigtails.
No, in rollers.
We rollers.
Rollers. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. So a bit more Hollywood glam. Yeah. Right. Okay. Interesting.
Now that we've got the image.
Right, we've got the image, we've set the scene, okay? So Bridget Jones is back. This is a new dating dilemma. And here we go. So Is love really in the air? And it's hyphenated. And it's hyphenated. Honestly.
She knows how to set the scene for us.
Always. So, one of the girls set me up with this fella recently. The usual, you'll get along, carry on. So she gave him my number. We texted for weeks, light, friendly chats, no major red flags, and he sounded dead on and civil compared to the manic he sat in front of his fire wearing off slippers. So we dig at the past.
So upgrade.
So sounding all good. The first date was great, just such a good vibe. We totally clicked and chatted all night. We talked about our lives. He showed interest in what I do for work, etc. I went home feeling great after and once again had hope that maybe there are still a good few decent men out there. Nice. We agreed to meet again in a few weeks, no pressure. So all sounding good.
Yeah.
Sounds relaxed. She also sounds more grounded in it, feeling more relaxed. Yeah. Clearly, this is a guy ticking the boxes, not too too inflated, no love bombing,
no red flags,
no gaslighting, no hyping. It's all going at a nice, good steady vibe, right? Yeah. So he told me about his hobby, power motoring. Right. So what is power motoring?
What
is that, like a sex thing?
That's what I would.
Well, I don't know. We might need to go to ChatGPT here or Google. No, was that ChatGPT? Google, I think, will be able to. Everybody uses ChatGPT for everything these days. It's crazy.
Is it something to do with a boat?
Is it like those like things you see in like Florida, and it's like a wee boat and it's got the fan on the back?
Hold on, wait a minute. You look it up from there. I'm gonna look it up from here. So we're gonna have to insert.
So it's like flying.
Power motoring.
With a
what
big
did we say?
Wing thing with like a steering wheel or something on the back.
It's like a big propeller.
Oh my god!
That's such an interesting hobby.
Oh my god!
We'll put an image up on screen.
Right, so if you're watching this, there's going to be an image up screen. If you're not watching it, you either maybe have brains and you maybe know what this is. But if you don't, just a quick Google. But yes, so the hobby that this guy has is power motoring, okay? Oh, she explains. Oh. Fuck, we should have just kept reading. It's essentially flying about the sky like a budget superhero with a parachute, a massive fan on your back. So essentially, you could say I went from dating Batman to Superman.
Oh my, she's dating Inspector Gadget.
Oh my god! I don't know Superman. No.
Superman's a bit.
I don't think Superman's just zooming about. I think Superman's actually like saving lives and doing stuff, right? Yeah. So I thought it was cool and different. What do we think if you were dating a guy and he turned around and told you that he does power? I think I would be intrigued.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know it existed before 2 minutes ago. But like
cool
it looks good.
I'd love to know what people think, because I think some people might think that's the neck.
Probably.
Yeah.
First off, it is.
Is it?
A wee bit of a neck. I don't know what it is. I just imagine him sitting in that chair. Like
flying about.
It doesn't feel very.
I couldn't watch that.
Really?
It doesn't feel very here, does it? It feels
like
an American thing.
Yeah.
Not even Canadian.
Oh, yes.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're going power motoring.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's a very like polite.
Yes.
But American and cheesy hobby.
Would you do it?
Oh God,
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know, because earlier on I said I wouldn't jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
But so I wouldn't say you're up as high.
If I was I would love to be like, do you remember like Grand Theft Auto jetpack vibes? But like just maybe like above like a roof.
Yeah.
Just be able to like get out of traffic.
Yes.
Maybe like about like a couple of meters above a car.
Yeah.
But maybe do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd love to fly like below bird level.
Imagine like, you're like
Tinkerbell.
A busy businessman in New York, and you're like in a taxi, and it's like chocker blocked, like traffic, and you're like, leave me here, and you just jetpack up to your office.
Yes, but you've got your like coffee to go with your matcha. Do you know what I mean? But you're just zooming by. But like, I don't know if I'd want to be high in the sky. Because whenever you see them people in them things, them jet things and holidays in the water, that freaks me out, and they're standing on them. Oh no, couldn't. But anyway, so she thought it was cool and different. A few mornings later, I'm sitting at my desk ready to start the day when I get a text flew over your house this morning.
Sorry, what? What?
So it was just flew over your house this morning and then a wee like smiley face. Like, do you know the one like the enthusiastic smile? Not like the wee round, like the...
No.
How did he know where she lived?
Must have
dropped her off. Because if that, then that's really creepy.
Well, how long would it say? Yeah, they met. So maybe.
Maybe
Well, anyway, well, like, look.
No matter what.
But like, I don't really think I don't think you're running about doing like, I don't think that's like, I was just flying about and then I ended up passing your house. Like I had to go to Cost Cutters and get like a carton of milk and like a scratch card. Do you know?
I was in the area.
Like I
in the air?
Do you know what I mean? In the air.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't think.
What the fuck?
So I think he was flying over her house.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Yeah.
So given like Wicked Witch of like Oz vibes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Oh, wait. This makes it worse. This was 8 a.m. in the morning, so he must have been out flying with the morning birds. I laughed it off because what else do you do when a man you've met once has taken to the skies like a romantic drone? Like a romantic drone.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Oh, hold on. Right. So we get to our second date. The vibes are off, flat as a pancake. Nice, but something was missing. Maybe it was just the knowledge that he could drop from the sky at any moment, and it just started to give me a bit of an ick. He drops me home. He leaves me with, sure, we will stay in touch.
Right.
So from 1 minute I'm flying over your house till off energy and going, sure, we'll stay in touch. That's very like job interview. Like,
yeah.
Don't call us, we'll call you. Isn't that?
Yeah.
I would start to think, what did he see?
What did he say? When he flew over the house, like maybe like the washing was on the line and maybe there was like a skid mark in the pants. But then he'd have to be zooming really low.
Yeah.
It's going, she never finished that patio at her back.
Yeah. Stop.
She never trims that grass. I don't know if I want to be with someone
maybe.
like
Potentially. But weird though that he was all in.
Yeah, and then all of a
And
sudden...
then just being like, sure, we'll stay in touch. She goes, what the fuck does that even mean? I knew straight away it was a big fat no. Now, here's where the tale takes... Now, here's where the tale takes off. Quite literally.
She's a wordsmith.
Oh my God. A few days after the day I was in for surgery, he didn't know this. Something small, but enough to leave me sore, tired, and moving like a half-assembled IKEA wardrobe. So nothing major, but, you know, needed a bit of respite or something after like a surgery, okay? The next day, it was such a great evening, and I was outside just walking about the garden. Then all I heard was the loud lawnmower like sound. So she heard what sounded like a lawnmower. So all she could hear was like buzz, right? It was a noise above. My dog was going fucking mental. I look up, and sure, isn't it him? Literally flying over my house. I hobble inside because she had the surgery. My mummy clueless, waving up at the sky and shouts, "Oh, I think he is landing."
Oh my God.
Nope, no, here. I'm gone, hiding in the house, looking out the window, praying he fucks off. Eventually he does. Later I text him, "Hey, was that you?"
Was that you flying above my house?
No, it was the other person from Portland own that fucking does this.
Because everybody's up in the sky, yeah.
Who the fuck else was it?
Well, it could have been me. I'm surprised I haven't bumped into him. Coming back from Marbella or wherever the fuck I'm from. Anyway, I've never seen him.
Where's Dennis?
No, well.
Like a scene from Superman at this passage in the window.
Stop it.
Oh my. No, so here's the thing with that. Like, the first time I was thinking to myself, well, maybe like her house is on his like
route,
right? Yeah.
Not that you would need to take a route if you're like
you're flying in the sky, like yeah, like
there's not roads.
Yeah.
But the second time,
that's just weird.
That's him.
But after
being
like,
a bit pervy.
Do you think?
That's what it feels like.
But can you be a pervert in the sky?
Going up to the sky.
Don't bring Garth Gates into this. I don't know. It's a bit weird.
That's weird.
It's weird.
That's
actually
weird.
No, it is creepy. No, sorry, what am I saying? No, it's weird.
It's also like the security of it all too, because like, I mean, just even if you're seeing someone and then you stop seeing them,
they
and
know
then
where you live,
and they turn up, like,
in the sky.
But like, see if someone even pulled up outside your house, like in the car, and you go, "Who the fuck's that?" And you look out and you go, "Fuck me, it's your mum. What's he doing outside my house?" But that's 10 times worse. He's like on your ridge.
But you know, like the flying monkeys in the Wizard of Oz, like that's what I visualize.
What do you ring the cops and say? Here, there's somebody floating about.
I'm getting
and then even when you think of that, like, do you know the way there's all these rules, like there's no actual laws don't apply at sea.
Yeah.
Does laws apply in the sky?
That's weird. No, it's creepy.
No, I'm being stalked weird. By fucking Dick Dastardly or something like.
No. No. But then, you know, I also think of, do you remember Pippin? The wee woman in the plane?
The airplane?
Aye. Like, I get more of that vibe, like just this wee shitty engine, like, bzzz. It's just weird. But when she texted saying, "Hey, was that you?" His reply, "Yeah, it sure was." And the sunglasses smiley emoji. I don't know if we're able to insert emojis. You know the emoji sunglasses anyway, but like, if it's like a flex.
Yeah, as in like
you're not like, don't be so giving G unit here. You're not 50 Cent.
Your house.
Do you know, like this is not a, you know.
Where does she find them?
I don't know.
I just think there's that many Hollands out.
I think
God love her.
I think it's an epidemic at the minute.
God love her.
Mm-hmm. So, no apology, no explanation on why the hell he just flew over my house, and Prob seen every pair of underwear I had. I knew the washing was on the line. I had hanging on the line. Since then, the texts got boring. No more sky antics. No more mentions of a date. Just a man and his fan drifting out of my life as quickly as he drifted over my house. Oh, she for real? So this is the dilemma.
Right?
Should I reach out again? So this is what she's wanting her advice on. Or should I let him fly on into the sunset or restricted airspace? Whichever comes first. What do I think?
Let that fly on.
It depends whether or not you want to go on it.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, when are you going to get a chance to fly about in the air in a wee big?
Yeah, I suppose, actually.
So, like, if she's really hard, she hasn't once mentioned that, like, that she does want to go on it, but, like, in my head, she does.
The red flag for me is he went, "We'll keep in touch," and what? Then he flies above her house to check in.
But then, Kirstyn, this is the part where I have to ask you. So imagine if you're single, right? Obviously, you've expressed here in this episode you're an adrenaline junkie. You would jump in a cage with a great white shark. If you were chatting a guy on Tinder, and if he turned around and said, "Here, do you want me to like take you around the sky, zoom in?" Would you go?
I'd be in it.
You'd be in it. You would be Princess Jasmine and Aladdin.
I'd be like, "Show me all the places in Belfast."
Like 100%. You would get on the magic carpet.
I would, yeah.
So would I.
So.
Like, well, you know, I've said before, I get in the backseat of a car doing donuts. Like, do you know?
Yeah.
With Cavi 4X. Which I wouldn't, by the way, in that last episode last week, out of context. But you know, there's something different about it. Do you know what I mean?
I can get the allure.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he does something different.
Yeah.
It's just
like, if you think of all the things that men can provide, not every man can provide that.
No.
Yeah. The power of flight.
The power of aviation. It's really right up my street, to be honest. I would actually
it would save you a fortune.
I'm not going to lie. I feel like this is the advice I'm going to say, right? I'm going to break up with my boyfriend, right? Give me his number.
Anybody doing this?
That's a joke. That's a joke. I love my boyfriend, though.
You won't have to go through security.
No, literally. Like all the hassle. All the hassle will be taken out for me. No security. No fucking waiting for Swissport to get the steps on and then getting onto the fucking... Oh, there's nothing worse. You know what? Do you know whenever you're sitting on a plane sweating like fucking, you're like, get me off this plane, and then they're faffing about with the steps, and then whenever you actually go thank you to the cabin crew and you look out that door and you're like, there's a fucking bus waiting.
Yeah.
You just want to walk straight off. Oh, it's a fucking melt. But no, I would say advice. I could say go for it.
Do it, girl.
Is flying flying over someone's house 2 times?
I think it's a bit creepy.
3 times the restraint, you know, twice the mistake, 3 times the restraining order.
I just don't get him saying keep in touch and then he flies over it again.
But then was he maybe just flying over, maybe trying to impress her? Or was he flying over being creep?
See, I was also
because they were chatting and communicating.
Maybe her
like,
energy was a bit
here
off.
I am in the sky.
Yeah.
Maybe her energy was off, like after he flew over
Maybe
her house.
she got the ick too quickly, but then didn't actually think of the practicalities of what this could
maybe
provide.
Maybe he felt that ick.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel the same.
Yeah.
I would move house.
I wouldn't. Yeah. I just feel like I couldn't put stuff in my bag.
What if she does? No. What if she does? Like go back to him? Is she gonna have to get like a helipad in her back garden?
Like a big H?
No, she'll be starting outside.
Stop it! Stop.
Land here.
Stop. But could you imagine like breakup apologies? Like I want you back. Could you imagine him with like what's that movie? You know, with the boombox standing outside the house.
Yeah. He has his helipad.
Could you imagine him flying around the house like singing like "Can't live when living is without you"? Oh my god. Oh, I'd take him back in a heartbeat. Do we think she even needs real advice?
She knows exactly what she's
doing. Bridget Jones is a bad bitch that's just going to do whatever she wishes to do, I
think she would she would keep it going.
I think this is
where the story leads.
Yeah, and I think this is a chapter in the book. And I
feel like it's...
And do we feel like this chapter's finished? I don't feel like it is.
I don't feel like it is. I feel like there's more to come.
This is a very interesting person. We're giving very bad advice.
But we need this sort of drama.
Yeah. But I feel like she's a big girl. She can handle it.
I just need to know where in Belfast you can do this.
I think you can only do it in the countryside. So I think this must be country folk. Yeah. If you think about it, Campfire Cowboy country, definitely has the country folk. That's a culture, 100%.
Yeah, by the way, I mentioned Portland owner. There's no indication.
Yeah, there's no.
I know there's not.
That's just me making up a place.
But if you think about it, it sounds like that kind of. It sounds like it's a country thing.
I don't feel like you're going to see somebody get up with us.
We don't know who this person is genuinely. So it's a matter of But what I'm getting, the image I'm getting in my head, it has to be rural.
Yeah.
I don't think people from Belfast are flying round.
Well, you're not going to see.
Well, if you think about it, if you're flying at that kind of level, you
could catch on.
I think the hoods would love that.
Oh my god, could you imagine?
That would be
Could you imagine flying over Harlan and Wolf?
That's
like how cool that would be.
Yeah, that's proper Aladdin vibes.
Like imagine going over it and then under it.
Yeah.
That would like just zooming over it. And then
or landing on top of it.
Hold on, better one. If we had one, right? What would we do? Where would we go? Belfast edition.
So, I would go to the top of that big apartment building beside the water.
Oval Tower.
Yeah, Oval Tower.
Right.
I would land up there, and then we would have like a wee picnic.
Oh,
you know
right.
I mean? And like said, like
not gonna lie, Sean, that's given very Ollie's members. Do you know what I mean? Like.
No, but you know what I mean?
Like Oval Tower is more like, you know, that's
I'm thinking like Spider-Man, like a Mary Jane. Like,
that type of thing.
Oh, right, okay.
I get you.
Yeah, but he's like he flies you up to the...
Right, I was getting more like Tom Smith entrepreneur like vibes.
Oh, you're Ollie's. Like Tony Stark?
Yeah, because that's the prestige building, is it not? Isn't it? Yeah.
I just want to go somewhere tall.
Tall, right, okay. Well, I would love to go to Divis. I think that would be really cool.
Somebody might steal it.
What?
Somebody would steal it.
Could it be on my back?
Oh my god.
They'll steal you with it.
The Divis helicopter, oh my god.
That would be really cool. Or definitely Harlan and Wolf. I'd love to go zooming in the sky around it. W5.
Like the top of the Odyssey.
Top of the Odyssey.
And like walk about the roof.
I'd like to go to the zoo.
We'll fly over the zoo.
Oh my god, a Cave Hill in the zoo.
Yeah.
Could you imagine zooming over it?
Yeah. That would be mine.
Oh my god. Anywhere else? Is that it?
It's like a dancer.
Or is Belfast shade?
I think we just realised there's
not much to do. Like if you think, but if this was in Paris, Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower, you would be everywhere.
I was about to say the Mussolini Temple, but it's not. What's the Arc de Triomphe?
Mussolini Temple.
There's so much in Paris, but Belfast, that's all I can think.
The balls of the falls.
Oh my
balls
God.
of the falls.
That would the biggest. That would be the best one. Imagine being right at the top of that. Just sitting at the top of it. Watching like the chaos of that. But you've ever been around that roundabout? It's fucking mental. That would actually be the best, I would say. That would be number one. Let us know, by the way, in the comment section. What would you do? I'm intrigued. Please let us know, because I would love to know if you've any good ideas, even somewhere outside of Belfast. If Belfast maybe isn't like the boom boom pow, like, do you know what I mean?
I would go for the West Link as if I'm like one of those.
I'd be like,
the helicopters and like.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like police car chases.
Yeah. Do you know what I would do? I'd go proper like Mission Impossible vibes. I would love to hover over a moving train. Like the roof of the train, like the way the train's going, I'm hovering.
On its way at the port.
Like,
put it down.
Yeah, aye. Do you know what I mean? White Abbey. Like, do you know? But you know the way, like in them like action movies, you see them running. Like, I'd love to like.
Are you running though, or
no?
are you
I'm
just
hovering. I'm hovering at like 2 mile an hour. Yeah. Well, anyway, on that note, yes. So that is a wrap up. That's our episode. So thanks again to Bridget Jones. We always appreciate her messages. Best of luck with the date. And I don't really know if we gave you advice there, but we definitely were very much entertained. We loved your literature, and we cannot wait for the book. That will definitely be a very interesting chapter. So keep it open. I still think there's more ink to be put onto the page with that one.
Yes.
And yes, that's everything from myself, from Prodigy, Kirstyn, and Sean. And yes, we'll be making the big move. We're being ambitious. We're keeping the episodes going out every week. So all being well, there'll be one out next week. But if you don't hear from us, we're under construction, basically. No, we will, won't we?
Yeah.
We will. I know there'll be an episode out next week. But yeah, so big moves. We are moving into the city. Thanks again for listening. Thanks again to Millie's for sponsoring this episode. And make sure to go and see who, Sean?
Essentially
Share. Yes. So go and see Essentially Share or any of the other tribute acts in Millie's and Dunmurray. The link is below, and you can buy one, get one free. And yeah, that's everything from us. Just a wee cushy one. Like, I'm only back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like me and your man, we're flying about the sky a lot. So, but that's me back in the ground.
Hangover pod.
Pod, very much so. But guys, thanks for listening. If you've managed to make it to the end of this here, honestly, you deserve a blue Peter badge, but you'll not be fucking getting one because I don't have any. So that's it. Thank you, and hopefully I'll see you again next week. I don't even know that was so formal.